let's face it, we all tend to get bored with the same partner throughout our existence. A few of us don't, I guess, and they're the lucky ones. But for most of us, yes, we do, except we don't much speak about it. We're gonna talk about Esther Perel, mating in captivity. She is a relationship counselor, relationship specialist, and she deals with eroticism and sexuality, especially for couples in long-term relationships, and how to maintain that erotic flow, erotic spark, healthy for long periods of time. I mean, the first I learned of the existence of Esther Perel was when I saw her TED Talk, which was about mating in captivity, was about eroticism, and I was instantly hooked. I liked her accent. She's Belgian. I liked the way she spoke about things, how she used words almost in a poetic fashion, if you will. And I liked the info that she presented. It was beautiful, and the audience, you could tell they were transfixed. I think it was a standing ovation afterwards. I was so impressed that I searched and read her book, Mating in Captivity, also a link for you, and I found it a very useful material. It cemented the ideas, a few core ideas with regards to eroticism and sexuality that I use to this day. She speaks about how the closer you become to your partner, the more difficult it is for eroticism to flow, because eroticism thrives on newness and mystery. And the more you think you know your partner, the more predictable you find your existence, the less your eroticism will flow. Eroticism fades over time, and how to recapture it, how to communicate, not just verbally, but also via motion and touch, how to use a few, some would call them tricks, some would call them techniques, in order to rekindle the spark, but not what magazines tell you to do. Buy a couple of pieces of lingerie, use a dildo, and you're happy and away, rekindle your dormant love life. No, it's much more refined than that and much more useful. It talks about how experienced couples know that eroticism waxes and wanes. It flows. You don't necessarily want more sex. You may, sure, but by and large people want better sex, and how to achieve it. Just very, very nice information presented in a refined, educated fashion. And it's interesting how many people report when they were at an occasion where they were able to see their partner from a distance. You see your partner every day, perhaps, if you're in a long-term relationship, but most of the time it's up close. You never really look at your partner from head to toe from a distance, as if somebody else was seeing them. And just the act of looking at them in their own element, as a separate entity, a separate person, rekindles some of the erotic spark, because it creates a bit of separation. But yes, I would highly recommend her as an author, as a counselor. It would be an honor for me to meet her. Perhaps if the relationship driving license gets popular enough. Highly recommended. And she is one of the resources on the RDL site under eroticism.